Okay.
Attack. 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 This evening, we'll go forward in the teachings of what is being called the Book of Setiwa. And one week, this is part of the Sunday series of classes. And one Sunday we do Papyrus of Annie, and then the next Sunday we do Setiwa. So we go back and forth with those two. And which will be a very lengthy series. We've been doing the Papyrus of Annie now for about 2 years, and the Setiwa class now for I think about a year or so. So where are we getting these teachings from? In the city of Abydos, which is the city of Ausar, there is a wonderful temple that is built in honor of 6 powerful divinities. These divinities are called Asar, Aset, and Heru, and Amunra and Ptah. These are our gods and goddesses. You have other religions and they have their divinities, they have their gods, and other mystical religions have goddesses. These are ours from ancient times. And so what we do is we try to understand them. The gods and goddesses have emerged into time and space to teach human beings certain lessons that they need to transform themselves into what they are. Human beings believe they're finite beings, that they're nothing more than human. The gods and goddesses have a different message for you. They tell you that you are divine and that you are to achieve that divinity in this lifetime. And now we're studying a wall that is dedicated to the divinity Asar. And last time we spoke about what it means to know and what it means to understand. Knowing and understanding, they go hand in hand. If you can understand, then you can have knowledge. If you have knowledge, then it augments your understanding. Your understanding is to go higher and higher and higher and higher until you reach the glorious flame of your mind, the glorious flame of your spirit that transforms your mind and thus transform you as a divine being. So the gods and goddesses, they didn't just arrive in time and space to be idle for us to worship them, and if we don't worship them, then they knock us down. They came with messages, they came with teachings, they came with directives. Because there's a certain nuance about the birth process. When human beings are born, we are not perfect beings when we're born, far from it. The very fact that a human being has been born means that there is a lot of work that needs to be done in discovering the truth of who you are. There's a truth about you. And what is that truth? Is that truth that you're African, that you're black? You're not even black, but that's another issue. But is that the truth? Is the truth is that you came from outer space? Is that the truth? So what is the truth? The truth cannot be found with your skin color. or your nationality, what you believe yourself to be. The truth cannot be found out. It gives you some clues, might give you a little clue here and there, but that is not the answer. Because if it were, you would already found peace. You'll say, oh, I'm Italian, I come from the country where the Vatican is, so that means I'm special. And then how come that didn't give you peace? Or I'm African, I come from Africa, that's where my ancestry is from. And how come that didn't give you peace? So where is the truth and where is the peace to be found? And this is what the gods and goddesses and messages that they give human beings, how to transform themselves. This is the wall in the temple that we're discussing. And this is Ausar. Ausar is being supported by a goddess of Set. And this is the hand of a priest that is giving an offering to Ausar in the inner shrine. Written on this wall are certain teachings. We started with this one, then we discussed this one, and now we're moving forward, and we're going to discuss this one. How these teachings are written is that you read into the glyph. So if the glyph is turning to the right, facing the right, you read into the right. Well, we're moving from left to right, and then at the end, we'll put it all together nicely. So we're segmenting it, then after we segment it, then we'll put it all together. And you'll see what this entire scripture here is all about. This is a scripture. This is a religious teaching. And every temple that you go into in ancient Egypt, when you go, you should go. It's your holy land. When you go into the temples and you see the writings on the wall, those are holy scriptures. Those are not just symbols for us to look at and be in awe at the precision. But what is the deeper meaning behind all of that? But think of it. Why write it in stone? What is the message behind that? Was it just a fantastic idea, or let's write in stone? What is the message behind that? Could the message be that the teachings are the only thing that can support you in this life? Nothing else supports you. Means substantially. Your job might give you a little bit of money, support and so on. But then you can have money and still feel lost in the world. But if you discover who you are, the entire world can explode and you'll be fine. And that's what it's all about. This is where we are this evening, right here, discussing this one. You can see it's a very old wall, and some of the paint still remains. And when you walk in here, it's a magnificent place to be. This is one of the shrines in the temple we're talking about. So what does this mean? Reading from top to bottom. It says Jen, and Menma'atla, Fen, knew it. It means prostrate, Menma Atra, loosen, know. When you put it in common English, prostrate, this is supposed to be